Hey guys, I'm back here with another video. In the previous video, I had mentioned that I would upload a video showing you how I measure under my Nissan 350Z. This is the one that we had in the accident that we had put together, the whole complete front, and we measure the top, and I show you how to do the bottom. I'll do it the old school way of showing you how you can measure with this tram gauge on the bottom. Normally, what you'll do, that you will have some gauges and you'll hang the gauges on here, and it will show you exactly the center point, show you exactly, make sure that your whole frame is correct. So this tram gauge would give me a pretty good idea of if my bottom is off. So I'll show you normally what I'll do. I'll pick a point here because under the vehicle you have several points, measuring points that you can pick and you can measure. So the way how I do it, I will come here, I will measure straight, do a straight measurement first from front to back. And as you can see, I'm right, and on the front of here on the 350Z you have a stud that comes down on the left side, and on the right side this stud is on the other side, but it has a bolt hole that you can actually use the gauge. So I'll measure it straight first to make sure that the chassis is not actually pushed back. I measure on both sides first, so you see that's correct. And then I will come here, and then I will measure here now, and you see that's correct. So now what I need to do is to actually do an X to make sure that it's square. So I would come here, let's get on the other side of the gauge, and I come back to that point, and I come here, tighten the gauge, so you run this way. Then you move the gauge now to the other point here, and then right there. So you know that the whole front of this car is actually trimmed out, top and bottom. So the reason for that being is that if that, for instance, that you had a problem with your wheel sitting too far back, then we already know the chassis of this car is square because we measure it out, so it's good. So it could be one of your arms that's bent. That would pretty much cause your problem. Just as well as that sometimes when the car get hit, especially if you get hit on the cross member, the eye of the bolt could pitch to the back, and it will have this wheel sitting back a little bit. So you as long as you measure it out with this, you'll see that that you don't have any problems with that. So we did the top, did the bottom. So I will upload another video showing you how I measure the wheelbase. That way we know that the wheelbase is correct.